Did you know that something sitting next to your bed right now is quietly harming your body every night? Most people don't. Especially as we age, we take more pills, see more doctors, and search for what's going wrong inside of us, without realizing the problem might be sitting inches from our head while we sleep. From trouble sleeping and headaches to memory problems and irregular heartbeats, what if I told you it might not be aging, but low constant radiation from the very devices we trust in our bedrooms? In this video, we're going to reveal 5 everyday bedroom items that quietly emit radiation that has been linked to sleep disruption, hormonal imbalance, and other health concerns, especially for older adults. These are not complicated machines. They're things we often place close to us without a second thought. Things we've gotten used to. But if you're over 60, your body's sensitivity to environmental stress is different now. What your body could ignore at 30, it can't anymore. This isn't about fear. It's about awareness. Because once you know, you can make small changes that protect your health, your sleep, and your long-term well-being. Let's take a closer look at the bedroom items that might be quietly shortening your life without you ever noticing. Number 1, the cell phone beside the bed. Many of us sleep with our phones next to us. It might be on the nightstand, under the pillow, or even in our hand. But here's the truth that most people don't want to admit. Even when it's not in use, your phone is still sending and receiving signals, emitting low levels of electromagnetic radiation that your body absorbs. Now you might say, I've been doing this for years. That's exactly why it matters. This isn't about one night, it's about decades of exposure, especially during your most vulnerable hours sleep. Studies have shown that even low levels of radiation from phones can interfere with melatonin production. That's the hormone your brain uses to help you fall asleep and stay asleep. And poor sleep in older adults? It's tied to everything from memory loss to heart strain to weakened immunity. But there's more. Radiation exposure doesn't stay on the skin, it penetrates. Over time, some researchers have raised concerns about proximity to the brain, especially when phones are left just inches from your head for 78 hours a night. While the long-term effects are still being studied, experts already agree on one thing: minimizing direct contact is the smartest choice. Let me tell you about Walter, 74, from Michigan. He used to wake up groggy with a pulsing headache most mornings. He blamed it on aging until his granddaughter read about phone radiation and suggested moving the phone across the room. Within a week, the headache stopped. He started sleeping more deeply and waking up clearer. No new medication, just one change. So here's what I tell people. If you need your phone as an alarm, keep it on airplane mode and place it at least 6 feet away. If you don't need it at all, power it off before bed. You don't need to fear your phone, but you do need to respect how close it's allowed to get when your body's trying to rest and heal. Number 2, the Wi-Fi router in the bedroom. It might seem harmless, a little box with blinking lights quietly humming in the corner of your room. But your Wi-Fi router, especially when it's within a few feet of where you sleep, can be one of the most persistent sources of electromagnetic radiation in your home. The signal it emits is constant. Unlike your phone, it doesn't take breaks. All night long, it's pulsing, transmitting data, even when you're not actively using it. Now, the issue isn't just the presence of radiation, it's the timing. When you're asleep, your body shifts into repair mode. Cells regenerate, your brain flushes out. Waste and your heart rate slows down to recover. But when your nervous system is quietly being stimulated by nonstop electromagnetic waves, it's like trying to heal in a room with the lights still on. Research has linked prolonged nighttime EMF exposure to disrupted deep sleep cycles, higher cortisol levels, and increased oxidative stress, which over time can accelerate aging and weaken your immune defenses. There's also something psychological at play here. The presence of technology near the bed subtly encourages night scrolling, late email checks, or one more episode. That delay in sleep has its own price. One study found that people who sleep in rooms with active Wi-Fi signal close to the bed reported more frequent waking, restlessness, and daytime fatigue. Let me give you a real-world example. Marilyn, 68, from North Carolina, used to fall asleep to online videos in her bedroom. Her router sat right next to her lamp. Over the years, her blood pressure began to creep up, and she noticed her memory wasn't what it used to be. Her doctor couldn't find anything serious. But when she decided to move her router out of the bedroom and commit to powering it off, at night she began sleeping more soundly. Her energy came back. She felt sharper, more like herself. Here's a simple tip that could help you too. Use a timer plug to automatically shut your router off at midnight and turn it back on in the morning. Or place it as far from the bedroom as possible. You don't need to go off the grid. You just need to give your body a break when it matters most. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 3, the electric blanket you never unplug. There's something deeply comforting about sliding into a warm bed, especially during colder months. For many older adults, electric blankets feel like a little luxury, a way to ease joint pain or fall asleep faster. But here's what most people don't realize: if you're using an electric blanket every night and keeping it plugged in while you sleep, you could be exposing your body to a steady stream of low-frequency, electromagnetic radiation right against your skin for hours at a time. That radiation doesn't feel hot. It doesn't buzz or hum, but it penetrates. And over time, it can interfere with your body's natural nighttime rhythms. During deep sleep, your body relies on a drop in temperature to signal that it's time to rest and repair. But when the electric blanket keeps your body artificially warm and your tissues constantly absorbing electromagnetic fields, it disrupts the very process that keeps your heart, brain, and immune system strong. There's another issue here. Especially for men, proximity to reproductive organs. The blood vessels and nerves in the pelvic area are delicate and responsive. Long-term heat and EMF exposure in that region, even at low levels, can gradually affect circulation, tissue elasticity, and in some cases, lead to numbness or reduced sensitivity. This isn't about scaring anyone. It's about understanding that our bodies are more sensitive than we give them credit for, especially as we age. Let's talk about someone I met at a health seminar. His name was Walter, 74, from Minnesota. He used his electric blanket every night, all night, for nearly a decade. He thought it was helping him sleep better, but he also struggled with leg tingling, restless nights, and frequent nighttime urination. When he was advised to stop using the blanket overnight and instead warm up the bed before getting in, then unplug it completely, he was skeptical. But within a few weeks, his sleep improved and the tingling in his legs started to fade. A better approach? Use the blanket to pre-warm the bed for 20-30 minutes before sleep, then unplug it before lying down. Or switch to a hot water bottle or microwavable heat pad. These options don't emit radiation and still give you that cozy comfort without the invisible cost. Number 4, the wireless alarm clock next to your head. It may look harmless, a small digital clock with glowing red numbers sitting on your nightstand. But many modern wireless alarm clocks constantly emit low-level electromagnetic radiation, especially if they include Bluetooth or Wi-Fi syncing functions. The problem isn't just that they keep time, it's where they're placed right next to your head for 6 to 8 hours every night. That's a long time for your brain to be bathed in an invisible cloud of EMFs. Especially in older adults, the blood-brain barrier becomes more vulnerable, making the brain more susceptible to subtle, long-term changes. Sleep quality may worsen without you. Realizing why: more waking during the night, lighter sleep cycles, and groggier mornings. Over time, some even report tension, headaches, or brain fog that clears up only after removing or distancing the device. There's also the issue of circadian rhythm. Many of these devices emit light, sometimes red, sometimes blue. While red light has minimal disruption, blue and white lights have been shown to suppress melatonin, the sleep hormone. So that harmless glow could be nudging your body out of its natural nighttime rhythm, especially if you get up and glance at the clock during the night. I remember Mary, 67, who said she always woke up tired, no matter how long she slept. She had a Bluetooth alarm clock by her bed, charging her phone and syncing with her smart home system. When she finally replaced it with a simple, battery-operated analog clock, she was shocked by the difference. Within days, she reported more restful sleep and fewer headaches in the morning. So here's a simple rule. Keep your clock at least 3 feet away from your bed. Choose a non-digital clock if you can, or one that doesn't use Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. And if it emits light, cover it or face it away from you. Little changes like this won't cost you anything, but they can quietly protect the quality of your sleep and your brain. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 5, the metal spring mattress beneath you. Out of all the items in your bedroom, there's one you lie on every night that few people suspect might quietly affect their health: the metal spring mattress. While it may seem unrelated to radiation or toxins, recent concerns have emerged around how traditional innerspring mattresses can interact with electromagnetic fields in your environment. Here's how it works. Most metal spring mattresses contain a network of interconnected coils. These coils, because they are conductive, can act almost like antennas, picking up and amplifying ambient electromagnetic radiation from things like nearby Wi-Fi routers, cordless phones, or even power lines outside the house. The issue isn't necessarily the presence of EMFs in the air. It's the way your mattress may be concentrating them directly beneath your body for hours at a time. For older adults, this matters. Our bodies repair themselves during sleep. Cellular regeneration, hormone balancing, immune support, all of this happens most deeply during restful, uninterrupted sleep. But some studies suggest that long-term exposure to low-level EMFs may disrupt sleep architecture, increase oxidative stress, and interfere with the body's natural nighttime restoration. You might not feel it at first, but over time you may notice more fatigue, increased muscle tension, or a subtle fog that doesn't seem to go away. George, 74, told me he'd been having trouble falling asleep for years. After trying everything from sleep supplements to white noise machines, someone mentioned the possibility of EMF interference. On a hunch, he switched to a mattress made with latex and natural foam. No springs, no metal. Within 2 weeks, he reported the best sleep he'd had in years. Now, let's be clear, not everyone will feel this impact. But if you've tried everything else and you're still struggling with fatigue or unrestful sleep, it may be worth considering what's under you. A non-metal mattress isn't just for comfort. It might be quietly supporting your health in more ways than one. And if replacing the whole mattress isn't possible, even adding a thick natural fiber topper can help reduce direct exposure from the coils below. Sometimes it's not the flashy new gadget or the obvious habit that's affecting your energy. It's the thing you've been sleeping on for decades, thinking it's neutral, while it may be quietly making your nights less restful and your days harder than they need to be. Final thoughts. There's something unsettling about the idea that the very room meant to protect and restore us, our bedroom, could be filled with things quietly working against our health. And yet, when we reach our 60s, 70s, and beyond, we no longer have the luxury of ignoring what drains us. Every little bit matters. The small hum of a plugged-in clock, the flicker of a device on standby, the glow from a screen left on. These might not seem like much in the moment, but they add up, especially for those of us who want to protect what we have left: our clarity, our strength, our years. The good news is this: awareness leads to action, and action leads to better days. You don't have to throw everything out or panic. Start small. Unplug what doesn't need to stay on. Rethink what's near your head as you sleep. Maybe even open the window once in a while and let your bedroom breathe with you. These choices aren't just about avoiding radiation or chasing after the latest fear. They're about reclaiming a sense of control in a world that often makes seniors feel invisible or powerless. You still get to decide what you allow into your space. You still have the right to protect your peace. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.